Kia ora, everybody. Welcome back to the people that came before us on Takatapui Talk. I'm Donald Hollingsworth. This part of Takatapui Talk is where we stop for a moment and remember the incredible people whose shoulders we stand on today. Today's story is about a man whose name you may not know, but I promise you will. His work probably saved someone's life that you know. His name was Bruce Burnett. Bruce was born here in New Zealand in 1954. Now, if you were growing up gay in the 1950s and 60s, let's just say there weren't exactly rainbow crossings and pride parades. There wasn't even the internet. Imagine having a question about being gay. And Google didn't exist. Terrifying. Bruce became a teacher. He cared deeply about people. He had this natural gift for explaining things in a way people understood. That talent would become incredibly important. In the late 1970s, Bruce travelled overseas. Like many gay New Zealanders, back then, he headed for bigger cities where life felt a little bit freer. Eventually, he found himself living in San Francisco. Now, can we just appreciate Bruce's timing? He finally gets to one of the gay capitals of the world, and then history changes. An unknown illness began spreading through gay communities. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody knew how it spread. Some people thought you could catch it from hugging someone. Others thought it was punishment from God. People were frightened, really frightened. Today, we know it as HIV/AIDS. Back then, they didn't. Bruce Burnett contracted HIV himself. Imagine hearing that news in 1983. There was no treatment, no cure, no TikTok doctor telling you to drink celery juice. There was simply the knowledge that your time was running out. Now, here's the bit that gets me every time. Bruce could have stayed overseas. He could have spent whatever time he had left quietly with his friends. Nobody would have blamed him. Nobody. But instead, he packed his bags and he came home. Home to New Zealand. For the one reason: to warn us, to educate us, to stop as many people as he possibly could from ending up where he was. He travelled around New Zealand talking openly about HIV, about safer sex, about condoms, about looking after each other. Today, that sounds perfectly normal, but back then, it was revolutionary. People didn't even want to say the word gay on television. And here's Bruce standing in front of rooms talking about sex education. Oh, that takes courage. Sadly, Bruce died in 1985. He was only 31 years old. 31! Just think about that. So much life still ahead of him. But here's the beautiful thing. His story didn't end there. Today, one of New Zealand's most respected HIV organisations carries his name, the Burnett Foundation, Aotearoa. Every HIV test, every education program, every young person who learns about safer sex, every life protected, that's part of Bruce's legacy. He would be so happy. I often think heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they carry pamphlets. Sometimes they stand in church halls answering awkward questions. Sometimes they spend the last years of their own life trying to save everybody else's. And that's exactly who Bruce Burnett was. So today, we remember Bruce. Not because he was famous, not because he wanted attention, but because when fear arrived, he answered with knowledge. When stigma appeared, he answered with kindness. And when time was running out for poor Bruce, he chose to spend it helping others. So Bruce, from all of us here at Takatapui Talk, thank you. We remember you. We honour you. And we promise your story will continue to be told. I'm Donald Hollingsworth. This has been the people that came before us. Ka kite anō.